Welcome back to another episode of Empty the Clip podcast. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. I'm going to stick with it. I like this Nashville holding the mic, adding a little bit more personality into the video. Today's topic, what we're going to be talking about, is getting reps in and being patient. A lot of DMs that I've been getting recently from my younger athletes have been about how do I get big quick? How do I get rid of this weight? How do I get cut up? I want to perform better right now. And what I'm going to tell you, and this goes across the board for all athletes, is you need to be patient, okay? For me, a little background, I've been working out since I was 16 years old, and I only have been recently working out very efficiently and understanding my body in the past, I'd say, 2 years effectively, and understanding how to work out, what to eat, and what it does to my body, how to listen to my body, and that's been a long process, relatively speaking, for the last 6-7 years. When I first started working out, I just wanted to get big, and it was all relative. Like, I was a little bit skinny fat. I played soccer. I was pretty athletic, but, like, my nutrition was crap. I had really no programming. I was just hitting whatever I wanted to hit in the gym, no systematic way of doing it. But I was still getting in reps. I was still getting volume, so I was seeing progress as I was going. So for my younger athletes, if you're trying to progress and you're trying to make the quickest gains possible, there is no like A to B solution that's going to get you a direct line. There's going to be a lot of ups. There's going to be a lot of downs. There's going to be probably more bad days in the gym than good days. It's the stereotypical thing that you hear about, like, not every day is going to be awesome. But you can make marginal gains every single day. You can do the correct things every day to get you there. It may not seem like you're making progress, but you are making progress in the grand scheme of things. And what I mean by this is you stay on your diet. You get adequate amount of sleep. You stick to a program no matter how hard or challenging or difficult or stupid or monotonous that it may seem, you will probably see results. Now, you can't cheat yourself and say that ice cream is on your diet or pizza is a part of your diet. You need to be eating real foods. You can't say, oh, I'm consistently sleeping 4 hours a night. That's like 0.1% of the population that can probably do that. I think there's some disease that it's called where you can only need that much sleep. It's called being old. Old people need like 4 or 5 hours. But if you're a young athlete, if you're an adult, and you're young, relatively speaking, you probably need 7 to 8. And honestly, I thought about this myself. As much as I train 2 to 3 times a day, I probably need 9 to 10. I don't get that, though. I'm not going to tell you how much I sleep, but I definitely don't sleep enough. But I'm working on it. I'm slowly getting more sleep, and I'm seeing my body heal better. I feel better. Also, the quality of the mattress you sleep on is probably important, too. We're working on that as well. So, the main thing is you just really need to be patient. You need to stay consistent. You need to do the reps every single day, and everything will accumulate eventually. I can't tell you when. I can't say you're going to look the way you want to look in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It depends where you're starting. It depends a little bit on your certain conditions economically or financially speaking. Like if you don't have access to a gym or really, really good foods, at first it's going to be very, very difficult to make quicker strides. Not saying you won't make any, but the more access to stuff that you have, whether it's quality gym, nutrition, quality sleep, lifestyle, it's going to improve quicker in the in the short term, I'm going to say. But long term, you want to build the skills, you want to build the discipline to do the things. So when things in life start improving, it's just automatic because you've already done them for years at a time, months at a time, and you just snap into it like it's second nature. The biggest thing that I've seen for me growing and developing as an athlete and physically as a human being is my nutrition that has allowed me to put on muscle, maintain and improve strength, and allow me to work out how I want to work out. Now, I talked about earlier, a couple minutes ago, eating for performance and how that has greatly helped in the past few years of training, and it's a little bit different for everybody as you can't I can't give you some cookie cutter plan to eat how I eat, and that's going to work for you. That's more of a genetic thing and specificity of what you're performing to do. A marathon runner is not going to eat the same as an Olympic Olympic weightlifter. It's just not the same thing. Different sport, completely different profile of what you need to eat. So you need to keep that in mind. And last thing, too, for my athletes who I'm talking to, and just the general people who want a little bit more knowledge about the topic from experience, I'm only 23, so I don't know the quality of what I'm telling you, but I can tell you from the short span of me working out and my time on this earth, I can tell you, you just need to be patient. You need to put in the work. You need to, another thing, ego aside, you have to know enough to get somewhere, but you don't know everything and you don't know too much to not listen to anyone else. So ask questions, question your own training, question the methodology of what you're doing, maybe question of what somebody else is doing. Don't go telling everybody that your way is the ultimate and only way to train. There are many different ways to train and receive results. But keep that in mind. I'm always tweaking how I train. And I've seen pretty good improvements from mixing things up to completely changing my training methodology and how I train, how I approach training, from either like a mental or physical standpoint, or what are my goals for each session, picking out certain targets that I want to hit and hitting those first, and then letting the accessories or other stuff that may not be as important come second. But really prioritizing has been a huge game changer. So we're keeping this short. I like these little tidbits of knowledge bombs I can drop onto my younger athletes. So keep DMing me questions. I'm going to have a little story up on Instagram and maybe even TikTok for some ideas coming in the future, because I think it'd be really helpful to continue to answer questions like this in this short format for you guys to consume and listen and or watch on YouTube. Maybe get something on one of the podcast apps going as well. So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Much love. Peace.